Welcome to DBFT. I am your host, Like. We are now 2 and 0, and I don't want to say I told you so, but I did say that we are going to allow on average 10 points a game for our defense. And there we go. 10 points. Whew. That's why I do this, man. I don't know, man. It's only the second game of the season, but so far I'm right. So, 30 to 10, we are now 2 and 0. Just wow. I like predicting stuff, and 10 points is it's just I don't know. Like I said, I'm not right yet, but we're on track, especially because the first game we allowed only 0 points. We posted a shutout, so 10 points divided by 2 is so far 5 points a game. I think I'm well on track to be right. I'm just saying. Okay, so I am Like. Welcome to DBFT once again. We will get started on the key plays. I just want to add a couple things. You are gonna have to be great to score more than 10 points against us. That was one of my bold predictions. I am reiterating it from what I said last week. So I'm sticking to my guns, man. I mean, like, yeah. And then another thing is that I called last year, right? That I was seeing the vision of Zeke obviously not being at the very very back end of his career, and the fact that he wasn't running the same, right? Yet, same offensive line, same run scheme. We would put Pollard in there, and somehow, some way, Pollard just averaged like what was it, like 6 yards a carry or something last year. I think above that, but I'm just saying, same offensive line, same everything. You could just see Zeke wasn't gonna be here, bro. I called it. I don't know how many of y'all called it. Um, it was just written in the stars. Okay, no pun intended. So like, yeah, I called that we needed 3 to 4 running backs last season. I mean, like, I thought to myself, man, it would be great if we had a couple other running backs to just share the load. You know what I'm saying? We did try. I don't know if it was Dowdo last season. We did try another running back in there, but not really. It was mostly split by Zeke and Pollard. Um, I didn't see us keeping Dowdo as the third running back. I thought Vaughn would step up and take that third spot, or more like second spot, right? But yeah, I thought that Vaughn would take that second slot. But I mean, we're using Dowdo as the second running back, so that's pretty interesting. I mean, I guess we have more confidence in him. He's been in the league longer and whatnot, right? I just didn't see him being like. I mean, he's doing what he needs to do. He's getting those dirty yards. You know what I'm saying? He's getting those dirty yards, those short yardage. He's our power back. He's clearly our power back. He also has speed, though. I'll give him a little 91, 90 speed. You know what I'm saying? So he's not too shabby on that spot. And he also has power. He's a bigger back, right around 220 or whatever he is. But we're looking good on that aspect as far as running backs, man. And I really wanted 3 to 4 running backs last season. But this season, we seem to have 3 solid running backs. And we do have a fullback. So, if we need any power rushes from him, I mean, give Dowdo a rest, put him in there. I mean, I see us doing that too. Very little, but I do see us doing that nonetheless. So we're good on the running back department. It's pretty solid. We got Pollard and Vaughn as big play uh, runners, I guess you could say. Like Vaughn doesn't really have too much speed, but he will get, he will juke you out of your boots, you know what I'm saying, and out of your socks, and give you those hard yards, those hard earned yards. He is kind of a power back. He's 5'5". He can only do so much with that frame, but he's strong. Make no mistake about it. Has great balance, and we're gonna include him in the offense a little more as we go. You can see hints of it there, here and there. But yeah, I called that, and then a thing to notice is Micah Parsons, man. I don't know if a lot of people realize it, how big his IQ is, like, as far as, like, yeah, he makes plays, he's athletic, he's this and that, right? But if you notice this season, right? If you notice this season, man, he's not giving you little plays where he lags mentally, and he's running so fast and rushing so fast that he forgets the ball behind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're like so much into getting to the quarterback that the runner goes past you, or the quarterback passes the ball over your head type stuff. Micah is just staying home. He's not getting out of position. That is what I meant to say overall in that Micah conversation right now, is like, he's not getting out of position, man. He's always in position. That's a part of his IQ. If you have a guy that's just freakishly athletic, and you have someone like who's that number 54 that we used to have way back before Jalen Smith. I can't think of his name, but we had that athletic linebacker. But it's about the head too. It's about up in the head too. But that's what Micah has, a lot of IQ. A lot of IQ. I don't know if y'all are noticing that, but that is why he knows, in this play, he already knows where he's going before the play. You know what I'm saying? He knows what move he's going to give the defensive and the defensive tackle if he stunts, if, like he did in this game. But he got right through. He didn't even get touched by the guard. I meant guard, not defensive tackle. But he knows what he calculates it. He knows I need to go this way to not get out of position. I need. He's just so stays home. He stays home. That's part of his IQ. Let me just tell you that. So congrats to Micah, bro. Like, he's making our defense. One thing I wanted to say about that, the reason why he's able to do that and just stay home and not worry about let's just say making the big play so much. He's just staying home. He's not trying to overdo it to where he gets out of position. He's not trying to do too much to where he gets out of position. Because why? He knows that we're loaded on defense, bro. Every single position is accounted for. Every single position, down to defensive tackle. We may be thin at DT. I don't know. We have so much. I wouldn't say we have so much depth at DT. That's probably the least depth we have at the defensive line. But as far as linebackers, stacked. Safeties, stacked. Corners, I would say we're stacked. We have Jordan Lewis. We have, Jordan Lewis was the one that was returning. We have Blair. You know what I'm saying? So that allows Micah the opportunity to just stay home, not try to overdo it, not try to make too many plays. I don't know if y'all know how much that means. It means a lot, I would compare it sort of to like Tony Romo back then. He got in trouble for making turning the ball over a lot during key situations or whatnot, or during the game, to change the momentum of the game and make us lose some games, right? Even though he has some of the most comebacks, I think the most comebacks in Dallas Cowboys history. I'm not sure if it still stands, but the point is that Romo would try to make so many plays because he didn't have that much of a team. He knew that the team was on his back. This team is, you could say, the team is on Micah's back, but it's more on the overall defense's back because they're so loaded, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it leaves Micah in a position. It leaves Diggs in a position. Same thing with him. I think he has a little bit, Diggs, talking about Diggs now, he has a little bit of a dilemma of still trying to make the big play, and just trying to stay home like Micah. Amazing opportunities for Micah and Diggs to grow in this offense as far as just becoming more humble, bro. More humble, not trying to make the big play. Diggs, the same thing. He gets burned so many times from trying to make the big play. This season, as long as he stays home, just like Micah, bro, that's all we need him to do. Their talent is so good. If they could just do their job, it's just a plus because you're not going to get out of position. If the ball does come your way, you're going to make the play. So there's no it's win-win. You know what I'm saying? It's win-win when you have that amount of talent in on your defense. You're not trying to overdo stuff. Same thing with Dak Prescott. See what I mean? We have a complete team, bro. He knows the defense is gonna go out there, make stops, get turnovers for him, possibly even score points for him. It leaves Dak in a position. See, we have such a complete team, man. It all trickles down. You know what I'm saying? To the fact that no one needs to make. No, it's on no one's shoulders to make a big play. The big play is gonna come automatically because we're so talented and so good. And we have such great coaching with Dan Quinn coaching that defense. And now Mike McCarthy is showing a little bit of why he was Mike McCarthy. I mean, I felt that he was overrated. We've had him now for 2 years or whatever. Last year I was talking so much stuff about him. I mean, more so in time management. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, we weren't so disciplined last season. We weren't so disciplined, bro. We're doing committing penalties and dumb penalties at that, and but once again, no one thinks they have to do so much. They know that they don't have to hold at the line of scrimmage. The offensive linemen, they know, the running backs know that they don't have to make the big move and the big play. Just hold the ball. You already got a couple yards. Get down. We know we have a great defense, and we're gonna go out there and still move the ball even if you don't make the big play. It all trickles down, guys. So no one feels pressure. Everyone knows that they could just stay home, do their job, and it's all going to come together. And 40-0 and 30-10 is now the result of that. So you're going to see that, two not great teams, okay, the Giants and the Jets, both New York teams, by the way. But nonetheless, they don't have to do too much, and it's all going to pay off when we face the great teams. The great teams may score about 17 on us, but I don't see many teams getting to 20 on us, bro. I don't see many teams getting to 20 on us, bro. Maybe the Eagles. I can't really think of anyone else on the schedule. I mean, like, I haven't looked down at the schedule, to be honest, because I'm that guy that's just like, man, just give me the next. Just 1 week at a time. That's me, bro. So, but anyways, like, yeah, the Eagles, I see, them scoring maybe 20 points. You know what I'm saying? But I still see us being tough against them, bro, and sticking to our guns and staying home. Staying home. That's the quote for today. Staying home. I didn't even write down. I just noticed that. I didn't write down a quote for today. Staying home is the quote of this game. Staying home. And that's the quote for the season. Staying home. That's what I believe we're just going to need to do all season. Staying home. Everybody. Just doing your part. And the big plays are going to come. We're so talented. The big plays are going to come. Don't be impatient. The Jets did that a lot in this game. We're talking about two different big time different teams, but I'm just saying the Jets, they ran the ball on 3rd and longs. They just said, let's rely on our defense to make us a play. That didn't work out for them, but I'm just saying, we can do that. Just kick the field goals. How many field goals did Aubrey have today? Trickle down, bro. Mike McCarthy knows he doesn't need to go for it on fourth down. We're too talented for that. Let's score 3 points and let's go get a W. Last year and the year before was more like we need to get this fourth down because who knows when we're going to drive the ball down the field again. Who knows if our defense is going to get a stop. This year we know everything is going to work out because we have so much talent. And stop me, man. I'm hot, bro. I'm hot. Like I'm telling you, I know my Cowboys, bro. I know my Cowboys. So, yeah, amazing, bro. I haven't even gotten to the key plays yet, but that's all I wanted to say. Just let y'all know a little bit of like my football intellect. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully you learn a little something. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm making sense to you. And if I'm not, well, you need to find some change because I'm making perfect sense, man. So, let's get on with our key plays. That's what I wanted to get out of the way. Just what I've observed, what I've picked up from this season, and moving forward in our near future. We have so many young players, bro, and they're all going to come together. Blair, whether it's Thomas, whether it's O'Diggity, you know what I'm saying? The linebacker, I forget his name a lot. Damn it. Number 14. I keep thinking of Cox over and over. Wait. Pause. That's not what I meant. We had number 14 last year. So yeah, I forget his name. Damn it. Number 14. You know who I'm talking about. So today he had a quiet game, but he's one of our youngsters that are gonna go out there and make plays, man. And I believe he made a play on special teams today, along with Thomas on a punt. They kept their lanes and made a tackle. So. Yeah, we have them young players. We have them players already evolved. As far as CD Lamb is now a Ram, you know what I'm saying? Trayvon Diggs is now, I would put him in the little shutdown corner category, man. I thought last year he stepped up a little more. Was still low on the PPF ranking or whatever you call it. 40 something on the PPF ranking and position ranking. So he was not so great in ranking, but I believe I remember him allowing less yards than the year before where he just got torched, but he did have around 12 picks, I think was the number. So anyways, great future ahead of us, but it is time for the key plays. And yeah, for present situation. We're not talking about future right now. We're talking about present or past, however you want to break it down. But so first drive of the game, bro, went and got 7 points. You know what I'm saying? 12 plays, 75 yards, big drive, bro. The Jets had only allowed an opening drive touchdown for like this was like the second time in I don't know how many tries, how many games or whatever, but we are the Dallas Cowboys. We're a new and improved Dallas Cowboys, not the ones that you've seen for the past 30 years, bro. We are or 20 whatever years. We are back to the Troy, the big three type of Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Troy and Emmett and Playmaker, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're back to that. We're back to those good vibes. It's not, you don't think we're gonna mess it up this season, bro. We're too good for that. Honestly, I don't see it happening. So we get 7 right out the bat. Ferguson puts it in. I wrote down about Ferguson. He's gonna be a head case. He's not gonna be so consistent. He's gonna be like a 78 to 80 overall tight end with B minus potential, bro. That's what I see for Ferguson. If you have a different idea or any comments you want to leave down in the comment box, that's my opinion. I feel he's going to be a head case. It's just like inconsistencies here and there, 80 overall player. You know what I mean? Madden, you know what I'm saying? I feel that he's going to be that, but if you have a difference in opinion, leave it down in the comments once again. So, I mean, like, that's what I feel. I can be wrong. I'm not right about everything. Okay, I'm not claiming to be. But yeah, so that was 9 minutes left in the 9 minutes to start the game. I mean, pretty nice drive. I mean, you take time off the clock, you go punch it in, and next thing you know, you put our freshly fresh defense on the field, and you know what I'm saying? Staying home, bro. So now D Law stuffs Hall, the running back for the Jets, on one of their first snaps um, for a TFL. So D Law gets a TFL right out. That set the tone for the game. So did our touchdown on the opening drive from Dak to Ferguson. Like that just set the tone, bro. That just set the tone for the game, and those positive plays are the momentum that you need at the very beginning of the game to just kickstart you. It's like a little Kickstarter, you know what I'm saying? Those positive plays, those positive momentum plays. And we didn't really look back, did we? So, big plays, man. 7 minutes left. The lion gets fed, as he calls himself the lion, because I mean, he's a lion out there, man. He's a lion out there, bro. Has a lot of no, courage. I was gonna point to my shirt and say heart. That would have worked out perfectly. But that's a Tin Man. You know what I'm saying? Nah. We got the lion out there. Has a lot of courage. You know what I'm saying? Gets fed. It was a big hit too. A little stunt towards the inside from the outside. So the tackle thinks he's gonna go get him. Next thing you know, he's going inside. Then the DT left. Why do I keep saying DT? The guard left him wide open, or the center, whoever it was, and just open lane for Micah, and just goes and smacks the quarterback, bro. You gotta love that. You gotta love that. I'm just saying, once again, staying home, bro. Staying home. I'm trying to say, bro. That's a quote for the game. That's a quote for the year. Matter of fact, as I said earlier. So, and yeah. So then we go off to oh yeah, Vaughn. It's another pet peeve of mine. Like I started off last week's segment by saying, pet peeve, bro. Another one of my pet peeves, besides hitting a sliding quarterback or head or hand to the face of a throwing quarterback, is trying to run before you catch the ball. Okay, Vaughn. Yeah, I'm speaking to you, number 42, Lil Deuce Vaughn, trying to run before he catches the ball. I mean, I understand you're expecting a big hit, man, but you gotta, I don't know, in a way you gotta trust Dak. Dak doesn't really lead people into hits, even though he got CD walloped a couple times. Even though CD, a kid catching traffic, bro. He was on today. Was CD, but yeah, you gotta practice how you play. Practice how you play, man. If you're turning up field, if you want to turn up field, you gotta get the ball first. You know what I'm saying? This ain't basketball. The ball's not gonna bounce, and you're looking another way, and the ball's bouncing forward, and then you get to get the ball again and keep dribbling. No, this ain't that. If the ball touches the ground, incomplete pass. Okay, so you got to catch that ball first before you can run. This ain't basketball. Okay, this ain't basketball, bro. So you're not gonna be allowed to dribble that football down to score a touchdown or to get a first down. It's just not possible. It's not the way you play football. So you got to just practice how you play. That would have been a first down. That was a key play at the beginning of the game, even though we did not really look back. You know what I'm saying? The Jets are not that team. The Jets are not that team that can make those big stops count. Not without Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, but I would have loved to face Aaron Rodgers. I would have loved. We will never know what this game would have looked like with Aaron at the helm, but it is what it is, man. We lost Dak a couple years ago. Cooper Rush stepped in, our backup quarterback, and did great. You know what I'm saying? I believe it was at the beginning of last year. I mean, so, we all know that Cooper went 4-1 and this and that, right? So sometimes you need your backup to step up, even though in this case Aaron is out for the season, which we had that happen with Dak Prescott as well. So, yeah. That it is what it is. So then we go on to 2 minutes in the first quarter still. I like the way you work it. Oh, diggity. Yep. My boy gets another sack. Okay. And I wrote down he's a juggernaut, bro. Like I said last week, his build, bro. Pause, but his build, bro, is just like he looks. There's that's the thing that I noticed about him. I'm pretty sure it's the case with some other players, but his arms look big on the TV. You know what I'm saying? So you know how, you could see some players in person, and they have big arms, right? But you see it on TV for O'Diggity, bro. He's just like built different, bro. He looks super big. I don't know. I don't know what it is, man. But O'Diggity, man, shit. Pause. But all right. So 2 minutes left. Then we go to Thomas. Thomas, number 30. Our young player, our young star in the making. He stayed with the tight end on a quarterback play action rollout, bootleg, whatever you want to call it. He stayed with the tight end, and that's key. That's key because we always give up that play. Over the years, we've always given up that play. When people run it especially at the beginning of the game somehow, some way, or at the goal line, we always fall for that play when the quarterback does a play action rollout and just dumps it to the tight end. Couple years back, we lost the playoff game that way when the quarterback actually did that, but kept it and just ran for the first down. I forgot who it was that we were playing, but we lost the game that way, and that sucked, but yeah, that's a big difference right there, man. Thomas stayed home and broke up that pass. Well, no, he didn't break it up. It went to someone else because he had such good coverage. He wasn't trailing behind the tight end. That's a key. He was bodying him. He had him square up, so he was like kind of moving with him, much like when you're guarding the ball in basketball. You know what I'm saying? When you're guarding someone with the ball, so he kept him in front, and the quarterback decided to go somewhere else, and it was an incomplete pass, and there we go. Those little things, bro. Those little things. That play was for him. He was the first option, and Thomas covered it a lot. It made the quarterback Wilson go to the second option, and incomplete pass. So that's a big play. Those little differences are what carries on into building a win. You know what I'm saying? So, Tony Romo mentioned that in the game at some point. We're gonna get to it though. But yeah, then you go last play of the first, CD. Big play but fumbles. Tyler Badass, Biotish, whatever you want to call him, gets that fumble, recovers that fumble. That was a big play, man. That was a big play because if CD does all of that just to lose the ball and turn the ball over, at that point in the game, that's very catastrophic, man. Very catastrophic. But Biotish was there for the recovery, thankfully. They showed that they tracked him, and that was so interesting, that play. They tracked him down the field, and he started way over here, of course, on the line of scrimmage blocking. And you just see him trailing CD the whole way. And that was around, their 40-yard line or whatever. We recovered that fumble where CD basically got tackled, right? But that's big, man. That's big. Those plays are big. If he doesn't recover that, if Biotish doesn't recover that, we lose the ball after such a big momentum play. So that would have been just a big swing in momentum when you make a good play and the defense somehow punches the ball out or something like that, and it just turns the other way, and then you see that team take the lead, and start to win the game and slowly win the game at the end. You know what I mean? Like, those are plays that make a big difference in the game. Thankfully, we recovered that. There was nothing but Jets in the vicinity. As Tony Romo said, that would have been definitely 1,000% recovered by the damn Jets, bro. That would have been 1,000% recovered by the Jets if Biotis wasn't there. He was the only Cowboy in the vicinity besides Lamb that actually lost the ball, that got tackled. So there's people on top of him. He couldn't get to the ball. Just saying. But yeah, man. You see how everything is so free flowing in this right when it's fresh on my mind. Everything is free flowing right now. I feel like I'm just flowing through this. But yeah, big difference in when I gotta wait 2 days to upload. But yeah, I fixed it now, and we're up and running. We're up and running. You know what I'm saying? Every week. So now, big play right there that turns into 3 points by Aubrey. Aubrey had a big game. The kicker, I talked a little smack about him last week about, we're always hoping to sign a player that nobody knows and turn him into a Cinderella story and whatnot. But the second game, and he looks, that's the most kicks a field goal kicker has had in a game since Dan Bailey did it. I don't know when, 2000 whatever. But big game by Aubrey, man. Hats off to him. I mean, that's all we could say. You know what I'm saying? Hats off to him. Hopefully he continues that good kicking. His very first kick in the NFL was a miss. We will remember that. Hopefully he makes us forget, moving forward. So Aubrey, 3 points in the second quarter. It is now 10. It is now 10-0. Pardon me if you couldn't hear me right then. So then we move on. Parsons. Oh yeah, I wrote down Parsons' whole right side is going to be sore tomorrow, man. Did you see that play when he was coming around the edge and got kind of pushed into that Jets lineman, and like kind of like you could tell it like cracked his neck and in 3 different places, and like, because you're leaning forward going full speed and you get pushed into someone, bro. That's tough. That's tough. He's going to be sore tomorrow for sure. I'm pretty sure he was that slowed him down just a bit throughout the game, because I'm pretty sure he felt that, man, through some point of the game. I know adrenaline is pumping. You're out there playing. I feel like he was in pain. We'll see in the sideline sounds of the sideline on the Cowboys YouTube channel. See what happened. See how he felt after that. See how he felt during the moment. He did get kind of helped off by, I think it was by D-Law, but thankfully, Parsons was able to stay in the game, man, because we needed him out there. We all know it, and it didn't turn into something more, we also saw Zach Martin not be able to finish the game, even though I think that was precautionary. But even then, big injuries, man. Those are 2 big players of ours, key big players of ours, and that's not good if Parsons misses games, and Zach Martin as well. Those are 2 big key components that we need in the game, man. So hopefully they'll get rest. They'll get a little rest throughout the week, couple practices off or whatever. And I know Zach Martin already had like a quad issue or something, but he was able to play this game. Of course, he's tough as nails, and hopefully he just stays healthy throughout the season, man. He's getting up there in age. But he's not over the hill yet in football years. So that's good. We'll take that, though. We'll take that. I mean, if he gets banged up over missing games, I mean, like, he can miss practices. It's all good. It's all gravy. Knowing him, he'll probably still practice, but I don't want him to. I want Zach Martin to rest, man. I want him to rest. But yeah, Parsons is gonna feel that tomorrow. I'm willing to bet. So then I forgot where I was at. Okay, here we go. 7 minutes in the second quarter. 7 minutes in the second quarter, we got Wilson to Wilson. We all know Gilly got burned. Gilly got burned. So much for Gilligan, so much for Gilligan's Island, man. But speed got him on that one. It's a young cat, bro. It's Wilson, to Wilson. But Wilson got burners on him now, so it wasn't just anybody. Wilson, I would say, is legit, even though we did a, if I'm saying he's legit, we did a great job on him. You know what I'm saying? He had 2 receptions for 80 some yards, which most of it coming on that play. So, not that much of a big deal, even though, had it been a close game, that play would have mattered that much more. So, you still don't want to give up those big plays. But also Hooker took a bad angle on that play too, coming from the safety position. So that's a reason why he, you got to have the safety is safety for a reason. You know what I'm saying? That's the safety. It's the safety net of defense. It's the last line of defense. Safety net. Like you can't take bad angles, man. Especially you have Gilly, a very talented corner. If you take a bad angle, I mean, it's possible. If a safety is there to at least slow him down, he gets tackled, But since the safety took a bad angle, just the corner was even out. You saw Gilly trying to. It's not gonna happen, man. I would say Gilly has like 87 speed in him, left, 88 maybe with slow acceleration. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's what will y'all give Gilly in speed, man? I don't know how much his Madden speed is at. I'm willing to bet it's not in the 90s. I'm willing to bet. I don't know, but I know Ocho Cinco has a lot to do with that, but I wouldn't give him no 90 speed at this. What I saw. I mean, I know Wilson is fast. I know Wilson has some 96 speed or whatever it is, but yeah, Gilly was he wasn't gaining ground on that play. Let's just say that. So, allowed a touchdown, right? 10-7 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. So that wasn't good. But we go on to Lamb, second catch in traffic of the game, bro. Man, CD Lamb was catching him. It was sticking to his hands, bro. There's no other way to say it. You want to talk about grip boost, word to destroying over there. Man, that's grip boost right there, bro. He caught that. That's 99 catching traffic, if you will. 99 catching traffic for CD Lamb for this game at least. Yeah, that was a remarkable 2 grabs. Right, he caught it right when getting hit, man. That's tough to do, and he got flipped, bro. So that's extra hard, man. That's crazy that he held on to those. So then, yeah, I wrote down. Oh yeah, a thing that I noticed was like, it's great the way Mike McCarthy is running this offense, man. He is really putting us in position. Keep it simple, keeping it simple, man. Not trying to do too much is West Coast, which means that Dak is gonna get sacked way less this season, bro. We've only given up 1 sack in 2 games. That's the way. Look for it to stay that way, man. I don't see us giving up more than 2 sacks a game. Definitely, I see maybe 2 games or 3 games that we could have, that the defense can have 2 sacks on us. Barring injury for the line, okay. But that's another bold prediction, all right. We have 17 games. I see us giving up 15 sacks, maybe 15 to 20, maybe. No, not like 15. I would say about 15 sacks given up for our offensive line, I would say. That's another bold prediction right there. I just thought of that off the top of my head, but yeah, that's big right there. But what I was saying was I kind of lost track of what I was saying. Keeping the defense off balance by just we're throwing left, we're throwing right, We're throwing to the middle of the field. We're throwing off bootlegs, off play action. We're handing it off to the running back, which dangerous running, or at least Pollard, dangerous running back. Vaughn could get in there eventually for a home run hitter, maybe. But just I feel like Vaughn is gonna be a little Darian Sproles for us, man. Like over his career, I feel like he could have a long career. You know, just like Sproles, he reminds me a lot of Sproles, and hopefully we keep him for years to come. And he's one of our gadget guys, even if Pollard eventually, hopefully not, but if Pollard eventually wears out, we'll have Vaughn to take the mantle on that. Much like Zeke passed it on to Pollard. Hopefully Vaughn can stick, and he's just so low to the ground, man. He's low to the earth, bro. That and strong. So I see him lasting in this NFL, man. He doesn't, his legs aren't really a risk because of him being so short, man. I don't know. I just see good things for Vaughn's future, but as far as that goes, yeah, keeping the defense off balance. As far as the way Mike McCarthy is running this offense, man, and the way Dak is executing, you know what I'm saying? It's a big thing for, you heard Romo talking a lot about his footwork, about Dak Prescott's footwork, that he's been working with one of the best footwork QB coaches known, in the league. So that's big. I didn't know that. Thanks to Tony Romo. I don't know if y'all knew that, but leave it in the comments if you did. If you were that much of a savant, of a expert savant of what's going on in the practices. So yeah, like keeping the defense off balance, Dak executing, everything is just, I'm saying, bro, staying home, bro. Like no one needs to do too much. Even Mike McCarthy. You don't see him going for it on fourth down over and over again like last year, man. Do you? No, I'm saying staying home, man. It works for everybody. It's a trickle-down effect. You have talent, so you're not going to go for it on fourth down. You have talent, so you're not going to try to overdo something, try to make a big play. Punt the ball, wait for next you'll get a mulligan, you know what I'm saying? Much like back in the old Madden days, we used to get mulligans. That's the way we're going to be like that, bro. We get mulligans because of this talented Cowboys team from top to bottom, from starter on offense to starter on defense. And apparently our kicker might be one of those trickle downs, We don't got to worry about the kicker missing kicks either, so he's going to put it, just saying, man, it's everything. It's a trickle down effect, guys. So, yeah, so you go to keeping defense out balance. There we go. Dak Prescott got sacked for the first time this year. Big news. With 2 minutes left in the second quarter. So there we have it. We're not perfect at the offensive line position. But that's 1 sack in 2 games. He did not get sacked for the rest of the game, guys. Man, what a luxury, man. What a luxury. You see our left guards out there. And by the way, the left guard, was it number, I forgot, I don't even want to say the number, but what was the backup that came in? Odaga or whatever his name is. He's, I don't know if he's perfect or not, but I'm just saying he went out of the game and we gave up a sack, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but he came out of the game. We gave up a sack. I don't know, bro. I don't know, but that guy was just stepping in, and we weren't missing a beat with Ty Smith out. So now I feel like another thing I wanted to say is I feel like we're not missing Ty Smith at all. We're not, guys. You don't realize how big that is when Ty Smith comes back. You know what I'm saying? When Ty Smith comes back, bro, we have a little, depth at the offensive line for once in so many years. We don't bring in the backup. I mean, that's how Steele got his job. But we don't bring in the backup and give up 7 sacks. Remember that one year? Yeah. We remember, was it Green or whatever that tackle's name was? I think it was Green. I'm not sure, but correct me if I'm wrong in the comments once again. Anytime I'm wrong, correct me in the comments, okay? I'm not scared to be wrong. So yeah, what a luxury to have too at offensive line. You know, our backups are just playing like our starters. It's kind of crazy, guys. It's a very good thing. You saw Tyron Smith get well, yeah, he they shed him pretty good at the goal line. When that guy got through and shedded him and just got through and made the tackle behind the line for, you know, our running back. And we didn't get any push. We didn't get nothing because Tyron Smith missed that tackle. You know, we all saw it. But you know, that has to do a lot with Tyron Smith, you know, slowing down a little bit. Maybe he's a little rusty as well, so we got to give him a little couple games. Here's a little couple games already. It's not like he's I don't know if the sack came from his side, but he's not, you know, getting trashed either. It's just that one play. He's not perfect anymore like he used to be. You know, I'll give him like a little 90, 93 rating, 92 rating, you know, overall. So he's not 98 anymore. He's not 97 anymore, but he's still very, very formidable. Very, very, very. But yeah, you saw that. And you know, Dak sacked for the first time. So he's not gonna get sacked much this year, man. I'm just saying. Another ticky-tack roughing the penalty with 4 minutes left. Because the first one was like the guy got pushed into him. And then the second one was like when Dak was barely getting rid of the ball. I don't know if they got him. I don't know if they got that one. It was on, what was it, on 3rd and goal. I don't know if they got that Jets player for kind of leveraging and ramming Dak Prescott into the ground, like kind of like a body slam, like putting his full weight on the quarterback type stuff. I think that's what they got him for, if anything, because I didn't see that being a roughing without that. And if they called it like that for us in our favor, I'm not gonna complain. All I'm saying is that's a bad call if that's a situation, but I think it was more like digging him into the ground. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like putting his full weight with he kind of like his shoulder had all the weight on it. I think that's what they called the roughing. And the one before that was they went low on Dak, but it looked like the guy was kind of falling down already and then just went for his legs. So that shouldn't be a penalty, ideally, for the Jets on the Jets side. But hey, we'll take non-ideally for us all day. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We win some, we lose some. It seems, guys, now that we're a good team top to bottom, we're getting calls now. It's not like the calls are going against us now. So hopefully that stays true throughout the season, especially in the playoffs. We know we will be there. So hopefully that stays true throughout the season, bro, that the calls are just going our favor now. It's just the positive vibes, bro. It's positive vibes now for us. Those positive vibes create momentum, bro. And it goes down to the referees too. It's a trickle down once again. You know what I'm saying? The refs aren't over calling things, you know, in against us like they used to. And I don't know. And also we're cleaner now. We're better coached now. So much is credited to that. But I'm just saying, we're not going to really see bonehead plays this season, bro. I know it. I can just feel it. You could just see the difference. You could just feel the difference. It's there, you know? So, yeah, that's one thing to mention, man. That's another thing to mention right there. That we're doing better on penalties. We're doing better. They're going for us now instead of against us, and that's really, really key. All right, so but yeah, you know, we get a ticky tack, and then we end up getting a touchdown to Schoonmaker, and Pollard puts it in for 2, which was a very hard run, and you know, talk about Zeke replacement. You know, that's a Zeke moment right there that Pollard had, but he got it in, and much like Zeke, he got it in. Fourth and goal. Uh, 2-point conversion, fourth and goal. You know what I'm saying? It's either you make it or you don't make it. So fourth and goal right there. 2-point conversion by Pollard. So then that is 18-7 with 4 minutes left, I believe. So then you go to D-Law tips the ball on throw to Diggs. To Diggs' man, which was Wilson. Wilson made I'm saying he's legit, man. He made so much credit to us for stopping him, but he had a very good move on Diggs that got him free. And Romo said that would have been a touchdown, but I beg to differ. Because that's our man Diggs. Diggs, we've seen him get burned over and over again. Most times, just burned. But sometimes when he gets burned, he has that recovery speed, that sneaky recovery speed. Much like Deion Sanders. Sometimes he just makes it look, even though, that one he did have a misstep. But sometimes when he's covering and he's in good position, he'll let the receiver look like he's open, much like Deion Sanders said he used to do, because he has great recovery speed somehow. He just has that burst of, I'm going to slow down a little bit, make you think he's open, then So, yes, he had a misstep. Yes, he got burned, but I feel like he could have recovered and still kind of picked that or tipped it away. That's how I feel. He also has great vertical. Let's just keep that in mind, Tony Romo. Okay, so don't make it seem like he just had gotten burned, okay? But yeah, awesome job on that play by D-Law to tip that ball out of Zach Wilson's hands and make it so that Diggs, we don't even know if Diggs would have gotten burned. You know what I mean? But had he gotten possibly a interception on that play, I think we would have rather had the interception. But nonetheless, we will never know because D-Law didn't even make it possible for the ball to go in the air, and it just quacked like a duck, So, awesome play right there by D-Law, man. 2 big plays by D-Law. The very first play of the game, then the very last game play before halftime to send us into halftime 18-10. They did get a field goal. So, just what can we say? I'm saying, man, it's a trickle down, bro. It's a trickle down. No one's trying to do too much. Maybe Diggs wasn't trying to do really too much on that one. He just was trying to stay with the guy, and the guy put a good move on him. That's all that happened there. So credit to Wilson. I'm saying he's legit, bro. He's legit. Wilson is legit. So major credit for us for stopping him this game to play. I'm saying that, but he did we stopped him for 2 catches, but it was 80 something yards. But most of it did come on that one play. So I'm just saying we stopped him. Okay, we stopped him. Okay, just keep that into perspective. Okay, so we move on to the third quarter. I wrote down, so Hendershot is not a running back. Okay. By the way, I did talk about last week about Hendershot becoming a starter eventually. Maybe even Schoonmaker. I didn't even remember about Schoonmaker. We do have 3 very decent talented tight ends. I feel Hendershot can outplay both of them. That's just how I feel. But Schoonmaker, he had, the touchdown. So, my point in mentioning that is just because I feel like if Hendershot was in for Ferguson on that one play where Dak overthrew him, I feel like Hendershot could have just jumped to go get that a little better than Ferguson. That's just my opinion once again. Just saying, but yeah. Just mentioning that. But yeah, Hendershot is not a running back. He missed the hole on that goal line play with 8 minutes left in the third quarter. He missed the hole, man. It was there. We saw it on the replay. He just He's not a running back. He doesn't have the vision. So he was looking towards the outside for some reason, much like that was the opposite of Pollard last week when I said he should have kicked it outside. Instead, he did a little cut and cut it inside. That's exactly what Hendershot should have done in that situation. And he is athletic, which I said last week, but wasn't able to see that hole open up. I believe it was in the middle between the guard and the center somewhere. But it was there. He should have converted that and made a touchdown on that one. But we ended up getting 3 on that one. That was a field goal. And that was also this was the very next play where Dak missed Ferguson for the easy touchdown. I feel like if that would have been Hendershot, he would have had a shot to go up and grab that from the sky, much like the catch, like back then, Horrible memory. But I'm just saying, Hendershot would have had a better shot of going up and getting that one. Just saying, climbing the ladder on that. But yeah, he had Dak Prescott on that play, had Lamb on the other side, wide open. CD put a great move on his guy, cut it out to the outside, and it was sort of a little screen type of situation where the defense runs the other route opposite of him and like kind of sets a little screen right there. We see that a lot in the NFL nowadays. Mostly it's not done right and they get a offensive pass interference, but in this case it was a perfect pick, and Dak just I don't know, he didn't trust CD, he didn't trust the pick to work. So whoever was setting the pick or whatever it was, Dak didn't even look that way. He just looked the other way. He read something else. But, I mean, Ferguson, much to his credit, he was open, ran a great route. Dak just missed him. I feel like that wouldn't have happened with CD because CD can climb ladders. You know what I'm saying? So knowing that, the route that Lamb is going to run, why not just take the chance to ram instead of taking the chance for Ferguson in that play? That's just to me, it's just that's a little brain fog from Dak right there. I don't know. I'm just saying that's what I would have done. That's what Romo would have done. I know it. Romo would have gone to Dez. Romo would have gone to Dez, not Jason Witten in that situation. I'm just saying. Okay, Jason Witten didn't have any jumping ability either, much like Ferguson. But yeah, I mean, we saw. So it's like if Dak is kind of trying to replace Witten in a way. You know what I'm saying? So last week we saw him go to Ferguson on in a play in traffic where he ended up being double covered at the end of the play, but it was just that the defender left Cooks, his man, to go get that ball. But either way, heavily covered by even his defender, Ferguson was. And then we got the extra defender from Cooks that left Cooks and then went. So he's trying to force the ball to Ferguson, almost to say like, yeah, we found our new tight end, and trying to give Ferguson that little extra confidence, I think, is what Dak is trying to do. So maybe that answers my question of why he would go to Ferguson instead of Lamb in that situation. But I don't care about all that, okay? Let's go get that touchdown instead of a field goal, okay? And we should have gotten a Lamb on that play. But I understand now that I made it make sense why Dak is kind of doing that. We're heading into an hour in this video. I try to make my videos right around an hour or less. Last week I said half an hour. No, scratch that. We're going to try to make it about an hour a week to fully break down the play. This is before First Take, before Undisputed. All right, you get this hot mess right here, okay? No bottom line, no graphics, no fancy graphics on no fancy rundown on the side of the screen. It's just me and it's just you, and I'm just off script, so let's do it. Off script the whole way, man. Off script the whole season, that might be a little quote right there. I don't know. Anyways, no. Just saying, we go off into 7 minutes again. All my times are approximate. Okay, so 7 minutes again. By the way, that field goal made it 21-10. In case I didn't mention that, with 7 minutes left in the third quarter, we go off to Micah recovery and strip of the football. 7 minutes left as well. Amazing return to the touchdown. Only thing is, unbeknownst to us or Micah, he had gotten touchdown by the lineman. Man, bro. Man, would that have been the same, almost the exact same play as the fumble he recovered last season? And ran back, when he kind of got the ball and just cut and then just ran off into the end zone. It was kind of, it looked the same, bro, except he wasn't stumbling in the end. He wasn't, but, man, they erased that play. Of course, he was touchdown. We all clearly saw it, but we just hope he was just an inch further away from that lineman, and that wouldn't have been touchdown, bro. It would have been a touchdown. He wouldn't have been touchdown. He would have had a touchdown. But, man, bro, the Lion ate on that play, gets the ball back for us. That turns in, again, to an eventual Aubrey field goal, which somehow we ended up way back. And Aubrey kicked a 55-yarder and made it look like if it was like a 30-yarder, man. I'm not going to lie. I give him his props for that one. Wow. I was going to cuss. I caught myself. What a leg. What a leg, man. Maybe we got to start calling him Aubrey the Leg, not Greg the Leg, which we had a couple seasons ago. Aubrey the Leg, even though it doesn't rhyme, it's just, man, wow. That was nice, man. So, gets a little 55-yard field goal right there to make it 24-10 with 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Next we have 4 minutes left in the third quarter as well. Oh, diggity. I like the way you work it. Oh, diggity. Gets a sack, man. That's what we like to see. I'm saying this guy is that guy, bro. He is going to have a lot of single man-to-man, and that's another thing I wanted to mention. When you have a situation where you're so talented that it trickles down, like I said, and we can all stay home, right? It creates double teams on our good defensive players and offensive players. It creates double teams on them. So let's just say you want to, on rush plays or whatever, what have you, they're going to double Micah. They're going to double D-Law sometimes, crack D-Law, whatever, what have you. We're going to, LVE needs to be accounted for on some plays as well. You might want to double him on some plays. You might want to send, keep Diggs away from the ball somehow, even though it's going to his side. So make him worry about an underneath route during zone coverage or something. You take certain players away from the play. That way they won't make it. So in this situation, that's where our talent trickles down once again. We have O'Diggity going into a lot of one-on-one situations just because of the fact that they need to account for other players and double other players, man. So, as big and like I said, his build, man, he's a juggernaut. O'Diggity is. I'm going to call him the juggernaut. I'm going for it. The juggernaut, man. The juggernaut, bro. He's the juggernaut, man. So, besides, me calling him O'Diggity when his name is really Odiggy Wansua, Wada Bia, wouldn't want to be a whatever. Besides that, I'm going to call him the juggernaut, bro. The juggernaut, bro. He's just, I'm just saying. Yeah, he's not having to battle through doubles or anything like that. But that's what I'm saying. That's how talented are, as barring injury, less than 10 points a game. We're going to have a few sacks a game. We're going to lead in those categories. I forgot to mention last week another bold prediction, right? That's what I was trying to say. Bold prediction of mine is we're going to lead the league in turnovers, bro. We're gonna lead the league in turnovers. Okay, that's another one. I forgot to say it last, but now it's now on record. Okay, it's now on record. We're gonna lead the league in turnovers as well. Like I said, number one overall defense. We're gonna have it this year, bro. And it's gonna be because of all those key categories. Sacks will be in the top 3 of sacks. Definitely. Especially with Micah probably leading the way. He'll probably get 20 sacks in this season, bro. I can see it happening. But he's gonna be doubled a lot. He's gonna be battling doubles a lot, man. They're gonna need to. But the good thing is that we stunt him a lot. We do a lot of different things to where they can't double him. So that's another thing to watch out for this season, man. That's what makes Dan Quinn so great. And that's what makes our team so great with all the talent that we have. It's all just combining, man. And you hear how much passion I have and how much knowledge I have for our Dallas Cowboys. That is why I'm here, man, to give y'all that knowledge and let you see things from a different perspective. Maybe you don't have the same perspective. I mean, that's what, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp and Michael Irvin and Stephen A. Smith, all the great broadcasters do for me. That's why I have this knowledge, because I owe it to them. You know what I mean? When they break stuff down, it's easier for me to get it. It's easier for anyone to understand, even if you're just starting to watch football. So that's part of why I'm here, man, to give my, information, my knowledge, my wisdom of what I know about our Dallas Cowboys and what I've learned and what I know now and what I know presently and past and everything, man. It's like, it's big when you could break stuff down for people and teach them, and it makes you have more of a passion for it, and because you look at me and you hear me and you're like, man, he's right. I might have to start listening to him. He has a point. I heard him say that last week, and then yeah. So it just like all the time, all these things I'm saying, I hope y'all remember it, and I hope y'all start watching me more. I hope y'all tell y'all buddies about me. We them boys, DBFT, them boys fan talk. I'm here, bro. I'm here. Tell your friends about me. Like, comment, subscribe, bro. I'll be here all season. I'm not gonna not post any game, man. And but that's what I'm here for. I'm here for more of the key plays of the game. Break it down a little knowledge, and give out the game balls and all that. Okay, I'm not here for anything else other than knowledge, man. Just breaking it down, I don't do none of those videos where you break down the play and stuff like that. That's not my strength, honestly. That's on another level. I'll leave that for Law Nation. That he is amazing. Law Nation and a couple other guys, the dude with dreads that I've watched a lot throughout the years. I forgot the one that breaks down a lot of plays as well. I forgot his name, but yeah, man, it's everything. I watch everything and here and there, and it makes me learn more. And I hope that I could teach y'all, especially if y'all are young cats over there, that I could teach y'all about, how to think about football a little more, and what to look for and what to expect and stuff like that. So that's just a little mini rant by me, about what I know, about what I watch, about, it works out, man. And once again, Diggity, he'll be in a lot of single coverage, bro. 1v1, bro. And he's a juggernaut, so he's gonna win that. They might even chip him a couple times here and there and double him a couple times here and there. Never know. It depends on the situation. Diggity might have to start getting double teamed here and there. Who knows? And that'll leave D Law wide open. That'll 1v1. That'll leave Micah, with hopefully an opportunity here and there, because they decided to double Diggity, because they didn't think, when you don't think a player is going to be in the play, you want to double the one that you think is going to be in. So then it creates opportunity for Micah to come through the backside and tackle for loss, TFLs, and all that, man. So that's how talented we are. Barring injury, bro, we are going to be one of just the top defense, but we're going to be one of the leaders in every category. You know what I'm saying? So there we go. There we have it. A little bit of knowledge from your boy, So now we go on to offense. Pollard, uh, sees two defenders, lowers his head, and gets the first down. He pushed those two defenders like 2 yards, I would say. I mean, that's tough, bro. When you're known as basically not a power back, a finesse back, and you could lower your head and go through the defenders, it's like, bro, when I saw that, man, I was like, yeah, so much for him just being finesse. He took a big hit on that. You don't really want to see him do that much. He's more of a little guy compared to Zeke, which is more sturdy and strong. Was Zeke. Still is. And but slower and longer in the tooth, of course. But you see Pollard, he has a little bit of strength when he needs to. When he needs to, he'll lower his shoulder, man. He's not scared of that. So he is about 6'1", probably like 200 pounds or whatever he is. Little smaller back than Zeke, of course, but I believe he's 220. I'm not, but he just has his weight more kind of evenly distributed. He looks little. He just looks little. Does Pollard, but you see he has a little bit of power, man, and it showed in that play, man. So shout out to him for lowering his head and getting that first down for us. It's a big play. Yeah, we're up 24-10 at the time, but that fires up your team overall, bro. So that's a little momentum boost that we, to keep us, it keeps us programmed in the game. It keeps us interested. It keeps us, yeah, we're not falling asleep on the sideline because we're up 24-10 type stuff. So there we have it, man. First down for Pollard. It keeps the play alive, keeps the drive alive. Then we get in the fourth quarter with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, so it extended the drive. We did take a couple more minutes off of the game, off of the quarter, and it led us to kicking a field goal with 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So we're now in the fourth quarter, guys. 27-10, another field goal by Aubrey. There we go. And you're hearing honking outside. I'm pretty sure that's having to do with us Cowboys winning. There's a lot of Cowboys fans in this vicinity. I explained it a couple years ago when I was doing this. We do have a thing called La Pitada, which is in English it translates into the honking, but we're 90% Mexican American here in Brownsville. So yeah, you have a lot of Cowboys fans, but yeah, a couple streets down is a street called Southmost, a road called Southmost, and they have like a pitada every win of ours throughout the season, every win. So the honking, we have a honking a car honking every win. So that's really interesting. I want to do a little mini documentary on that probably later on. I had said it a couple years ago, but I'll do it eventually, man. I will. Y'all will see that, and it will be very interesting too. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully I'll have that sooner than later. But yeah, that was honking that you probably heard, a car that strayed off or whatever off of there and came over here and honked here. That's what you just heard outside if you picked that up on the mic. But yeah, 27-10 by Aubrey. So then you have 11 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Micah on a one-step drop back by the quarterback. Basically, Hut let it go. Micah was there in the backfield in 1 second, bro. 1 second Micah was in the backfield, man, and that's crazy. That shows how Micah just his speed, man, just went through the guy. I mean, I don't know how else you could say it. He just he didn't go through him, bull rushed him. He went through him like the guy stood still, kind of. It's like just shedded him right off the bat, bro. And that was insane quickness by Micah. He's like, when you're in Madden, I don't play Madden much anymore because it's all glitched up. But much like Madden, whenever you would put, back in the old days, when you would put I don't know if it still works, but when you would put a blitzing, replace the middle linebacker for a safety and blitz him down the middle, and that was a little glitch where it would just let you right through if you put like a 90 speed person, with like a 92 speed, 93 speed safety or 91 speed. They'll just get right through. That's Micah, bro. That's Micah. That is Micah. He's crazy, bro. If you leave him one-on-one, you're not going to touch him most times, man. You're not going to touch him. That's just plain honest right there. The line is going to eat if you don't double him, bro. So y'all need to be careful with that, opponents. All right? So he gets in the backfield in 1 second with 11 minutes left. Then you go with Curse. 11 minutes left with the pick after the Micah pressure. Was that the same play? That was the same play. Yeah. That was the same play, I believe. So Curse with the pick on that play, and we get the Micah. We get the Micah. We get the ball back, and we ended up kicking a field goal with 8 minutes left. So a little 3-minute drive right there, 3 minutes plus drive, and Aubrey with the 3 to make it 30-10. So now we go on to 8 minutes as well. So, when the Jets get the ball back, Diggs has the nice pass breakup. They took a shot down the left side of the field on us, but they forgot. It's a no-fly zone around here, man. They forgot it's a no-fly zone around here, bro. So nothing happened there. If you just run a go route on Diggs, you ain't going to get him. That's just plain and simple. You ain't going to get Diggs on just a simple go route. It's not going to happen. And that's what I saw on that play. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments once again. But it's a go route, man. A go route against Diggs? I don't care what receiver I don't care what receiver it is, bro. Diggs is not going to give up a go route. Not if you don't double move him or something. Or maybe it was a double move and he just stayed with it. Either way, I don't know. That looked like a go route to me. You're not going to get Diggs on a go route. Bad idea. It's not going to happen. So he had a nice PBU on that pass breakup on that play. And that was with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Once again, we're in the fourth quarter. Parsons has sack on a screen play. I don't know if y'all know how big of a deal that is. Once again, much like the one-step drop back and just one step and throw, Michael was in the backfield already. Same with the screen. Yes, you get to the backfield fast on a screen. It's meant for you to think you have a sack. Think. Man, keyword. Think you have a sack. It's meant for you to think you have a sack. But what they didn't account for was it's Micah Parsons, man. It's Micah freaking Parsons. He's not gonna. You're gonna think he thinks he has a sack, but then he's gonna get it because he's Micah Parsons, man. He was there so fast, bro. It's not the same as when a DT is coming free. He is freaking Micah Parsons, 90. I don't know what the speed is in Madden, but they gotta give this guy like 93 speed, man. 93. Yes, I said it. 93 speed. They got to give Micah 93 speed in Madden, bro. I don't know what his speed is in Madden, but I'm just saying, if it ain't 93, it ain't right. That is a bold statement, all right? I'm just saying, man, that's, man, whew. Yeah, so he gets a sack on an intended screen, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't see if the running back was so covered or not, but it's just that Micah was there so fast that the quarterback didn't really get a chance to do this and try to get it to the running back. He didn't have a chance to get to even get the ball away from his from his two-hand grip. He didn't do anything with that ball, man. It was crazy. Like, Micah is a different cat. That's why he's known as the lion. Different kind of cat. Is a lion, okay? So the lion ate on that play, bro. 11 minutes left in the game. Yeah. Curse got the pick on that. Led to an Aubrey 3. Once again, 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter, 30-10. Aubrey with another field goal. That was his. Let's just count him. Let's just count him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th kick of the game, which once again that's ties the Cowboy record with Dan Bailey, or surpassed him. I'm not sure. I think it was a tie, or most since Dan Bailey. I remember Dan Bailey having 5, in a game. I'm not sure what the record was that they said he had, but the most since or tied with, I'm not sure, but 5 field goals is a lot to have in a game. I'm just saying, especially in a basically a blowout, 30-10. So there we go. We get another 3. Well, I had already gone through that. I was on the Diggs pass breakup with 8 minutes left. Yeah, I was on this. I just backtracked. I hope y'all didn't get confused on that one. But Parsons with a sack on the screen. So then you go to Hooker with a pick that saved Diggs' behind. Okay, that was a little. I believe it was a double move down the left side. Diggs stayed behind, as we know. So, but Hooker, Malik Hooker, Tony Romo said that he wasn't supposed to be in on that play. I don't know. I'll just take his word for him. I'll just take his word for it. As far as that goes, I'm not too sure if Hooker should have helped on that play or not. But the fact is that Hooker saw something. He did help, and he went and got that pick. Saved Diggs' behind, which once again, I feel like Diggs could have recovered. If you saw on that play, Diggs was going to start sprinting, and then he saw Hooker running, and then he kind of slowed down, gave Hooker a chance to get there, and of course Diggs is always like, let's just say Hooker just came and just smacked the receiver. Diggs could have had a chance to pick it because he slowed down and was seeing what was going on. So great awareness by Diggs on that one to, like, he did try to recover, and then he saw Hooker coming, and he just let it go. He's just like, okay, Hooker got that one. I messed up. See what I did there? I messed up, and he just gave it up to Hooker on that play, and thankfully Hooker made a play, and Diggs didn't get burned. But I feel like Diggs could have still recovered on that play. I don't know. It's just me. He did slow down, so if he would have kept running full speed, I feel like he could have made a play on that. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's Trayvon Diggs now. Little mini Dion. Okay, mini prime time, bro. So, but Hooker saves Diggs, with that pick. 6 minutes left in the game. So then you go to 3 minutes left in the game. 4th and 5, Bland with the PI. Yeah. We had a stop. I forgot who made the stop. I think it was O'Diggity that kind of got in there and made the quarterback get rid of the ball. But we had a pass interference by, according to the refs, Bland. So number 26, our number 26. Yeah, that wasn't good. But I mean, 3 minutes left in the game, of course. But, those are the plays that can lose you games if it's early in the game. But in this case, it was not. And there we go. So then we go off to Diggs with the pick with 3 minutes left. I think it was on the next play. Diggs has a pick, which was to the left side. It was like a little short play, little short throw, and Diggs was just there. I forgot who got the pressure. Was it Micah that got the pressure on that play? I forgot. I'm not going to lie. I didn't even write it down. I don't know why I didn't. But Diggs gets a pick, and there we go. Our mini prime time. Our mini prime time gets the pick. Or Big Play Trey, if you want to call him Big Play Trey. I know that's overused a little bit, but we could use that. So that tops the game off, guys. That is the key plays of the game. My key plays of the game. And that's that sealed the game, and we kneeled the ball, and game over. Game over. 30-10 final score. We move on to 2-0. This is finalizing. We're in the last 10 minutes of me doing this, more or less. So now we move on. One thing I forgot to do last week, guys, was give the team stats. I like to go through the team stats. That was an old thing of mine. I'm going to bring it back for week 2 and for the rest of the season, team stats. So let's go on to the total yards of the game. The Jets had 215 measly yards. We had 382 passing yards. The Jets had 151 passing yards. We had 248. Once again, I mentioned Dak did not have to do much. And I think, you know what, before we start doing that, we're going to get on to don't miss the game balls, guys. Don't miss the game balls, okay? At the end. So stay tuned for my game balls, okay? But let's move on to the player stats first, not the team stats so fast, okay? Dak 31 for 38, awesome completion percentage. Had 200. I did not write down how many yards Dak threw for some reason. So let's go to the player stats here on my phone. 255 yards throwing for Dak. 2 TDs, so that's big. I said, to throw the ball 38 times and only have 255 yards to show for it with 2 TDs shows efficiency. 31 for 38, great completion percentage. But once again, lets you know it's West Coast, man. We're not gonna get sacked much. He's getting rid of the ball fast. We're not about that life. We're not about the life of dropping back, 7-step drop back and throwing it way downfield and trying to get sacked and all that. No, that's also helping out our offensive line, So, it's trickle down, bro. 31 for 38 for Dak, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's big. Once again, we're not going to need Dak. He'll probably have 2 or 3 games over 300 yards. I don't think he'll have a 400-yard game. I don't think. And we're mostly going to need him to throw for a little less than 300 yards, bro. So if he has, like last week, 150-something yards, or what did he have last week? I forgot what it was last week. 143 yards last week. So that's all we're going to need from Dak, man. That's all we're going to need. It's not anything special. I did say that Pollard won't get over 20 carries in the season in a game, but he did have 25 today, but that was all in the flow of the game. I can't believe we gave him the ball that many times to carry. He needs to touch it too in the passing game. I can't believe we gave him the ball that much to tote the rock. But 25 carries for 72 yards, measly average 2.9, but we needed every one of those 72 yards, to be honest. It was dirty yards. Like I don't know who was that used to say that. I think it's Dan Quinn that calls it dirty yards, which is the yards that you it's very little yards. You get little 3 yards here and there, but for the most part they count. Those. So it was 2.9 a carry, but we needed every one of those 72 yards, to be honest, man. We needed Pollard. And, it's not like he was held to like 50 yards or something. But it's just the fact that he got over 20 carries, the fact that he gets to have more yards, you know what I mean? So, good job. Solid. We don't want 2.9 a carry for the rest of the season. But, his first, the game 1, he had over 5 yards a carry. So, we'll take it. So Lamb, 11 catches for 143 yards. Finally had that little breakout game of the season. Only the second game, but little breakout game, and builds off of from last season, and which was his sophomore year, and also gives you something to look forward for, man. If you don't have him in fantasy, I'm not in fantasy this year, but you gotta have him in fantasy. It shows. 13 yards reception for Lamb. Big game for Lamb. We needed that. Once again, we needed that from Lamb. We needed that. That for sure. We could have done without the Pollard more than we could have done without the Lamb. That sounds funny. But then, yeah, Pollard also has 7 receptions for 37 yards. So that's big as it is. So, as much as he didn't account for the run game, you know, 2.9 a carry, but he did have 7 receptions for 37 yards. We needed every one of those 7 receptions for 37 yards, man. It's just that type of game where we just had to, those little dink and dunks, those little yardages that Pollard got in the running game and in the passing game didn't have wow stats, but it did get into field goal range. It did move the ball. It did gain for third downs, keep third downs. It did a lot for us, okay? So it's not like if it doesn't count. It still counts, man, in the flow, especially in the flow of the game. So now you move on to Parsons, 4 tackles, 2 sacks from the Lion, bro. O'Diggity, 1 sack. Once again, like last week, I believe O'Diggity got 2 sacks last week. Matter of fact, he got 2 sacks last week. So remember, O'Diggity had 4 sacks all of last season. Now he has 3 sacks for the season in only the second game. Look at all those numbers I just threw at you, man. And it's up here. It's up here. Like I said, when it's fresh on my mind, it just comes out, bro. It just comes out. So 1 pick each for Curse, Hooker, and Diggs. 1 pick each for them. That's very, 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 very good. Shows our ball hawking ability. Shows our turnover ability. I'm saying we're going to lead in turnovers. It's going to happen. We're going to be the top defense. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of time. Okay, guys? So then you go on to Zach Wilson, 12 for 27, 170 yards, 3 picks, and 1 touchdown, which was the burn on Diggs to Wilson. No, my bad. It was Gilly that gave up that touchdown. Okay, so my bad for saying that. Sorry, Diggs. I'm sorry I took a dig at you, Diggs. But no, that was Gilly that gave up that 1 touchdown that Wilson had to Wilson. 12 of 27 for 170 yards, man. 3 interceptions, 1 touchdown. So, nothing big there. That's our defense doing all that. So credit to them. I mean, I'm just saying. Wilson, the receiver, had 5 receptions. Wait, no. Scratch that. I just said no. Wilson, the quarterback, had 5 totes of the ball for 36 yards, 7.2 a carry. So that was kind of affecting us more than anything. His legs, Zach Wilson, the quarterback. But we did only hold him to 36 yards and only 5 rushes. So besides that, he was getting swallowed by the defense. Pause. Swallowed by the Lion. No pause on that one. So Hall, their running back, which last week had a big game and a big touchdown, 4 carries for 9 measly yards. Measly yards. 2.2 a carry for him. Yeah, and at the beginning of the game, I wanted to write down, I didn't, but that this was going to come down to Zach Wilson's arm. There's no way they're going to run it on us. It just wasn't working. And there's no way Wilson, I knew we had the game. There's no way Wilson was going to, do anything unless they kept us off balance kind of like we did to them. Maybe that was the only chance because that would just throw us off, I guess. I don't know. But they're not talented enough to do that, and it showed. We just held them in check, and they didn't do much against us. So now we have Wilson, the receiver, for sure this time, had 2 catches for 83 yards and 1 touchdown. That 1 touchdown that beat Gilly. Conklin, 5 receptions for 50 yards. And on defense, they had 1 sack by S. Thomas. I do not know his first name. S. Thomas had 1 sack for them. So those were the player stats. We are now done with the player stats. And now we move on to the team stats. Then the game balls after that, okay? And we're almost done here. We're almost done. I promise. A minute and an hour and a half for this video is crazy, but I did share a lot of knowledge. Hopefully y'all appreciate that. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to me, man. I hope y'all do. Yeah, so we go on to the team stats, okay? like I had begun to say, the Jets with 215 total yards. We had 382 total yards. Then passing yards, they had 151. We had 248. Once again, not much from Dak, and that's all we need. Rushing yards, they had 64. We had 134. Not bad, not bad. We still crossed the century mark on rushing, even though none of our running backs went over 100. Which CD did go over 100 for the passing. 143 for CD out of 248. Not bad. Not bad at all, okay? That is just about 50% of passing yards, man. That's amazing. So we go off to yards per play. They had 4.7 yards per play, which they ran less plays. And we ran more plays, but we had only 4.6 yards per play. So yeah, we didn't do great on that aspect, but all the field goals, Mike McCarthy not going for it on every fourth down led us to that also as well. It just trickled down once again. First downs, they had 12. We had more than double their first down output. We had 26 first downs. Once again, Dink and Dak. 31 for 38. 20 resulted in 26 first downs, man. That's awesome. That's awesome. Right near 30 first downs for the game is crazy, man. It's crazy. Third down efficiency, they were 1 for 10. We were 50%. That's where you want to be. 9 for 18, which, by the way, 9/18 is my dad's birthday, which is tomorrow. RIP to him, okay? Yeah, so 9/18, nice. I like that. Fourth down efficiency, 1 for 1 for them, 0 for 0 for us. We didn't need to go for it on fourth down. We never do, unless it's late in the game and we need it. Yeah, we never do, guys. So I want us to keep it that way. We haven't gone. Have we gone for it? No, we've went for it on fourth down one time, I believe, last game. And we made it, thankfully, at the beginning of the game last week. But we didn't have to do it again, and this and that. So yeah, that hopefully we don't do any of that crazy fourth down in the first quarter. Against great teams. We could do it against the Giants. We could do it against the Jets, which we didn't against the Jets, but we didn't need it. But not against the great teams, guys. Please, let's just not do that. Okay? Fourth down efficiency. Another thing I said last year, real quick. Another thing I said last year was that we need to run the ball more than we throw the ball. And so far, 2-0 this season when doing that. That just shows we need to keep doing that, okay? Dak's record is only 1 loss in his career. Or 2. 1 or 2. I forgot, but I think it's 1. When rushing more than he throws it, when running more with the running back more than Dak throws the ball, he's only lost 1 game his whole career, bro. 1 game his whole career, bro. So that's crazy, bro. 1 or 2, but you can check on that. But just saying, we don't, I was gonna, no, it wasn't we weren't in fourth down efficiency, but I'm just saying, let's keep doing that. Last year I kept on, repeating that we don't need to throw it more than we run it, and it's showing so far this season. And so total plays, they go to 46 plays. We had nearly more than half of their total plays, bro. 83 plays for us, only 46 for them. Big. Keeping our defense fresh, keeping our defense off the field. Unbeknownst to last week when we had our defense on the field longer somehow, even though we won 40-0, that was just a kooky game. Time of possession game, which I forgot to mention last week as well. It was a few days after the game that I uploaded the last video. So yeah, big big there, bro. Keeping the defense off of the field, keeping them fresh. And if we do that, anytime we do that, they are going to have a lot of big plays. With a lot of rest comes a lot of big plays. And even in short rest, they still had a lot of big plays last week. So even then, we still work. We still function as a turnover and big play machine on defense. Even though last week, yeah, they were on the field longer than our offense. So big this game, though. 83 plays by the offense. Big. We need that more often. Sacks allowed. They allowed 3. We allowed 1. Punts, they had 5 punts. We had 3. Penalties. No team really had penalties. I would say their penalties slowed their momentum down more. Our penalties came just so separate, and it didn't have the same effect on us as it had on them. But it did seem like they were committing a lot of penalties, especially at the beginning of the game. But it was only 5 for 29 yards. But I think one gave us a first down. One ended up being a touchdown. One ended up being a field goal. So they were key penalties by them. But yeah, we just had penalties where I think we had one that gave up was it a field goal? I think it was a field goal but yeah, we had 6 penalties for 38 yards. Nothing crazy, just like last week. Very, very disciplined football team that we have this year, man. And I believe that's gonna hold true throughout the season. So now fumbles lost. They lost 1, of course. Micah, the Lion, 8 on that fumble loss. We had 0 fumbles lost. Interceptions thrown. They had 3. We had 0. Once again, Dak Prescott, clean as a whistle. Only 1 sack, I believe. I believe no interceptions on the season. So there we go. Yeah, taking care of the football. Big on Dak. Time of possession, 17 minutes and 45 seconds for them. We had 42. More than half their time of possession, guys. More than half their time of possession. 42 minutes and 15 seconds for our time of possession. And that ends our team stats. Moving on to the I don't know what I was going to say there. I can't think of what I was going to say there, but ever awaited for. Okay. Segment of my videos, which is the game balls. And this time I don't have to get up to get this here. Remote football. Our game balls, guys. Go to on offense. I have to mention Aubrey. I talked smack about you last week. I just didn't think you could be a Cinderella story. But that, Aubrey, is an honorable mention. 5 field goals in the game. Honorable mention. Okay, I had an honorable mention last week as well. But I'm going to have to give this game ball to CD Lamb. Here you go, CD. This is your game ball for offense, okay? CD with 11 catches for 143 yards. 13 yards per catch on average. Big game for CD Lamb. Awesome. Love to see that. And against a very good defense. One of their corners, I forgot which one it was. I forgot his name. He had 3 picks in the game. We know what Sauce Gardner can do, bro. We weren't going up against chumps on defense. It's just that, once again, time of possession usually wins football games. Not like last week for us. It was kooky time of possession. Okay? Didn't really match the game outcome. But this week, it holds true. We had more than half of the time of possession than they did. It showed on the scoreboard, and it showed on their defensive side. They were on the field for 42 plus minutes, bro. That plays a part in them not making as many plays, and then the corner's giving up 11 catches to CD Lamb. So he gets the 143 yards as well. He gets the game ball for that reason. It's a trickle down, guys. I'm trying to teach y'all something, okay? It's a trickle down. Now we go to the defensive game ball. This goes to, whoa, this just came out. My bad. This goes to the Lion. Micah, come get this defensive football, bro. Hell yeah, the defensive football goes to, game ball goes to Micah the Lion Parsons. That is my post-game recap. Guys, like, comment, subscribe, okay? And until next time, I'm trying to cut the little ending short because it's an hour and 45 minutes. Who will stay to the end? I do not know. But if you stay till the end, let me know. Comment down below. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. If you stay till the end, you know, I might look to having a little giveaway. And by giveaway, I'm talking like little $100 here and there, bro. You know? I'll give away $50 if you comment down below that you stayed till the end. I don't know how we'll do it. I don't know if you want to leave your Cash App down there, but just tell me I stayed till the end. I'll get in contact with you. I'll give you $50. How about that? Let's do that. Why not? Go ahead. Hopefully you did stay till the end, because if not, you ain't getting no $50. But if you do, the first one who comments, only the first one, okay? I'm not gonna give away $50 to a bunch of different people. That was a mosquito. I didn't wipe away the $50, but I'm not gonna give away $50 to a bunch of different people. I'll give away $50 to one person that leaves in the comment below, I stayed till the end. You get $50, guys. So comment down below. I will send you $50. We will get in contact. If you don't want to leave your Cash App down below, just write it out and I will find a way to contact you. We'll send each other info, whatever. Just leave the comment and I will send you the $50. I promise you. This ain't a scam. You will get those $50 and then you'll post that you received the $50 afterwards, and you'll comment again and say, I got my $50 from like on DBFT. Dem Boys Fan Talk. So until next time, guys, I'll leave you with that. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you're here next week and the week after that and the week after that. If you'd like to see me make more videos, comment down below what you'd like to see me do for our Cowboys. I don't know, just anything, man. I want y'all's info. I want y'all's input. I want y'all's feedback. I want all of that. Whether it's constructive criticism, whether it's hating, leave it down in the comments. Whatever you want to put, it doesn't matter. But the one person to comment that I stayed to the end will get $50. You heard it here. I will send it. I will. Okay? I'm saying I will, so do it. All right? I'm telling you. That does it for this week. I will see y'all next week. By the way, we are facing, we're going to Arizona to face the Cardinals. Okay. They're 0-2. They lost by 3 points to the Giants today. Buda Baker has a hamstring. He was, I don't know if he left the game or if he missed the game. I think he missed the game against the Giants. Who knows if he'll miss our game, but that's really the only piece I can say that I know that they have on defense. I don't know what they have on defense. I don't know that team like that. Look for someone else to break that down for you. But Dobbs is going to be the quarterback. He was 21 of 31 this week for 228 yards, 1 touchdown. Connor, the running back, was 23 carries for 106 yards, 4.6 a carry with 1 touchdown. This was against the Giants. Zach Ertz, we remember him. He had 6 receptions for 56 yards, 9.3 a catch this week against the Giants. And Hollywood Brown had a nice little touchdown. As far as I saw, I don't know if it was this week or last week. I think I saw it this week. But he did have a touchdown this game too. I'm just saying, I think I saw him do like some nice. So 6 receptions for Hollywood Brown, 6 receptions for 54 yards. We're going to have to contain him. Excuse me. we're going to have to contain him next week. But until then, join me back next week, okay? Like, comment, subscribe once again. I keep on saying that, but I mean it. It helps me out a lot. Watch till the end. That helps me out a lot. Watch time helps me out a lot, bro. So y'all should know how it works by now with all the YouTubers y'all watch, assuming y'all watch a lot of YouTubers and not just me. That does it for this week of DBFT, of my key plays that I take notes on, okay? See y'all next week. Until then, we them boys. And that's it for this week, guys. See y'all next week, all right?